As far as Arcata's overall development strategy, you reference Economic Development Committee, you reference the prosperity documents. I mean, how much of that is happy talk and how much of it is actually brass tacks trying to bring industry to Arcata? And do you think attempts like the corporate contribution ban that the Councilmember Britton and the Democracy and Corporations Committee proposed earlier this year, what kind of message do you think that sends as far as how business friendly Arcata is?
Oh, Arcata is not very business friendly as far as bringing in a large outside corporation to come here and then set up base here. You get a lot of public backlash too. So Arcata's got a very interesting culture, and there are businesses that fit within the community and businesses that just don't fit well at all. I'd say as far as like the documents and the planning that we have, it's about 60% good, maybe about 40% fluff. The stuff that the Arcata Economic Development Committee is putting out, I'd say it's like 80–90% good work, and it's really coming at it from a very practical, kind of step-oriented, where they lay out different steps, different actions that can be taken to get where we want to be in the General Plan 2020. And I think what it really comes down to is taking their advice to heart and implementing those plans, because they've been tasked with helping to implement this plan. And what they come up with is how to do it. And the council is supposed to be taking action on that and looking at what's in there and then saying, all right, well, this we can do in the budget and this we can't, so let's do this. So I think there's a lot that can be done, and there's a lot that is really practical as far as attracting industries. And I would really like to see the city of Arcata be a very attractive place for businesses. Particularly as we grow, particularly as more students graduate and are planning on starting their lives here. It's something that we really need. Especially if people are going to be able to afford to live here.
Just talking brass tacks politics, Arcata doesn't seem to have the huge campaign cash flood that Eureka candidates or countywide candidates are experiencing right now. Yep. Had a campaign contribution cap on the books for almost 20 years now. And yet, as I mentioned, there was this ordinance proposed that would have, among other things, banned 17-year-olds from making campaign contributions, unbeknownst to the rest of us, that rich children were dominating Arcata politics. Mm-hmm. Did you see that, and in general, the work of this Democracy and Corporations Committee is kind of a big waste of time?
To some extent, yeah. I understand it's part of Arcata's culture, but I'm not sure how much of that is a vocal minority. Versus, this is something that most Arcatans actually feel like this is an important thing to be doing, as opposed to something else. I don't know too much about it. I know that we've got, Arcata's a small town comparatively. We're looking at maybe 10,000 registered voters. And we do have a campaign contribution cap of $170 per person. But yeah, it's not a big money race in an Arcata. It's more of a very small town, very quaint and quiet, which is kind of why I like running there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to say to the voters as they head to the polls on November 2nd?
I'd say check out my website. It's joshmohland.com, Mohland. I should have all my positions up there, as well as information if you want to get in touch with me, contact me. I'm going to be going door to door, hopefully starting this week, and trying to connect with as many voters as I can. And hopefully you'll come out and vote for me.
All right, Josh, thanks a lot for coming down to Hasme today.
Yeah, thank you.